Hey everyone, 12 News meteorologist Stephen Matrograno here with a Weather Now update for you. We are in an alert for our cold weather that's been with us today, but especially for tonight into Friday. Dangerous cold with a cold weather advisory issued from 7 p.m. tonight through 11 a.m. on Friday for wind chills as cold there as about minus 20. So that means the feels like temperature could get down to minus 20. So some, again, serious cold on the way. And by now we are kind of used to it because we've had already a couple Arctic blasts. But certainly with each one, it just makes it feel a little bit more colder out there. So again, certainly be mindful of this late tonight and into your Friday. Right now out in Newport, it's a very cold day, a breeze out there. The sun is shining. That's at least some good news, but our temperatures are not warming up much at all. We're in the low 20s for many areas, in the upper teens there in Westerly at 19 and 20 in the capital city. So again, very cold. We're only going to be in the low 20s for this afternoon hours. For the afternoon, again, you can see those temperatures pretty much topping out about 22 to 23 degrees and then trailing off as we go through the late afternoon and into the evening. So let's talk about those feels like temperatures. We'll begin with tonight. You can see by 8 p.m., it's going to feel like 1 single degree out in Providence. Feels like minus 2 in Newport later on this evening. As we go overnight, you can see them drop down well below zero late tonight into the overnight hours. And then as we go into Friday morning, look at that. 7 a.m. as many head out to work and school, of course, early on Friday. Looking at those feels like temperatures between about minus 15 and minus 20 in many cases. So this is some serious cold air on the way forward tonight. Definitely bundle up and avoid time outside. Make sure your skin is covered because any exposed skin, it doesn't take long. It takes about 30 minutes or so to get a potential frostbite. So again, you want to limit your time outdoors and, of course, make sure you are dressed appropriately as you go outside for any reason. Of course, the other talk has been a potential coastal system for this weekend. We've been tracking it closely here. Going to be straight up here. There's not a lot of confidence as to where this storm is going to be going. We have two tracks here, track 1, track 2. Track 1 is a closer track to the coastline. That would bring us, of course, more impacts, meaning snow and more wind, whereas the track 2, the pink one, would be further offshore and give us less impact. So right now, the computer models continue to kind of go in different directions, and you have the European model saying one thing, but then the others are saying a different thing, and it's just still kind of far enough out that the models can't quite get on the same page. So what we're doing is we're watching this closely with all the data that comes in, and we're thinking that there'll be a track somewhere between the two, lines there, the two arrows that you see. That's kind of what we're thinking right now, is somewhere maybe in between. However, it does not take a big shift at all to change things. So here's the European model. I just have it on a snapshot of 7 p.m. Sunday of where the storm looks to be. And this is based off of one computer model run. You can see the European brings in more snow across southeastern New England, right? You can see the darker blues there. It would be more of an impactful event for us, even though it is still pretty far offshore. Let's switch to the GFS, the American model, and let's see that one. Same time frame, and you'll see here it's a big difference. You can see that snow well offshore. It kind of just gets into parts of the Cape and the islands. And again, even the system, the low pressure, with the latest update is a little bit further south here. So you can see here that this model shows a near miss. So that's what we're watching closely to see which direction are these models going to go in, an offshore or a near miss or more of an impact here. And that's why we're going to be looking at a little more time here to see what exactly transpires. For Sunday, here's the potential for plowable snow over 6 inches or more. I do think the highest threat will be across the Cape and the islands, and then as you go further west, it kind of lessens. But notice how most of Rhode Island, especially further south and east, we do have you in that moderate to maybe even high category. As things stand, of course, midday Thursday, we get data in, things could change, but certainly, looking at this, it would be favoring southeastern areas with this kind of setup. So here's your weekend forecast, and you can see Saturday is fine. It's cold, it's dry. Sunday, we have that snow and wind, but possible. Things can change, and if these models, take this system offshore, Sunday may end up just being a windy and a drier day. So we're watching it closely to see the trends in the models as to what to expect as we head into Sunday. But again, keep it tuned. As I mentioned, data comes in all day long. We'll be kind of updating the forecast here late today and into Friday. So that's all I have for you. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.